Hello, viewers, and welcome to another wonderful segment on your favorite talk show, Serenity TV. And my name is Goodness Shisum, your host. Today, we'll be discussing a topic that hits millions of Nigeria worldwide. What is the topic? From Japa to survival. Why young Nigerians are giving up on the system. From Japa to survival. Why young Nigerians are giving up on the system. And today, discussing this topic with me will be
Surveyor Chika Glory Upoma.
you're welcome, ma.
And I am Victor Gold. Thank you for having me this afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Amazing.
Ma?
I'm very great.
Okay, welcome. Okay, from Japa to survival. What is Japa? Everybody knows the word Japa. What is Japa? Japa is a Yoruba word which means, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well, Mr.
There you are.
Okay, so Japa is a Yoruba word which means to run away, right?
Okay. You can put it that way also.
Okay, to run away or to escape.
Definitely.
Now, looking at the situation in the country, many youths in the country decide to, like, with what's going on, the insecurity rates, the lack of education, poor system, poor what will I say, corruption, and the rest that is going up in the going right now, going on currently in Nigeria. Different youths, both the old and the young, decide to run away and escape more harm that is going on in the country currently. So, Ma, what do you think about this? You know, looking at it here, Japa, what do you think about it? Do you think it's a means of survival?
Yeah. Um Japa,
Mm.
like it rightly means, is a Yoruba word
Mm.
that really means to flee from the issues of our economic system in Nigeria. The the insecurities and the bad governance, the corruption and everything. It's a means of survival in its sense. In its sense, one side, and it also has its consequences. You see, some of them, in the name of Japa, has run into some problems, while some successfully immigrated outside the country and found themselves in one job facility or the other, while some also were deceived, immigrated successfully, but then were deceived into that immigration that they were going to get a job, but found themselves into all kinds of illicit things. So it cannot entirely be seen as um, a means of survival. For me, I see it as an exile,
Next up.
like to so to say, but I know that exile means one who is just
Vanish.
banished or running away from something and will never come back. But why I call it exile is that when they go, hardly they come back. And again, they are running away from the fears of what is um, happening in our country today. And instead of facing it with some self determination and self development on how to cope this or help the government cope this, they, they think the better way is to go to flee.
Okay, ma, thank you very much. Sir, I would like to ask you this question because you use, right? Now, what do you understand by survival in your own context? Currently now in this year 2025, what do you think survival means to
Wow.
you personally?
It's a whole lot. That's the whole survival. I mean, being able to get here, I think I had to survive a lot.
Okay,
This afternoon.
okay.
But let me borrow something from what she said.
Mm.
She said, it's like some people generally trying to run away from something whilst they're supposed to, face it head on and try to, procure solutions to it. Well, let me come from the angle of who wouldn't want to run away.
Of course.
Let me give you an example. Something happened to me weeks ago. I was bitten by a scorpion,
Oh my
and
god.
no, it's gone. So it was around 12 midnight.
Oh.
Now I'm trying to paint something for you here. We went to different hospitals in town. No, let me say pharmacies in town. None had injection for scorpion bites. Different pharmacies. I mean, we drove 1 hour I still had the venom in my hands. Nothing happened to me. So we got to an hospital later, and everyone at the hospital was asleep.
Wow.
Yes. My friend had to go bang on doors before someone sluggishly came out
Oh my
and
God.
was rubbing her eyes and said, "What do you guys want?" In an hospital. In an hospital. It took her another 30 minutes to get herself to be able to get ask me, have you been here before? Have I been here before? That is level. No, so I'm going somewhere now. Yeah. Now, after the whole rigmarole up and down and stuff, when she finally got herself, a younger doctor came around and told me to get on the weight. I said, bro, I have scorpion bite. You tell him to go weigh myself. It was funny it was not funny actually because I was not laughing that night. But I had to weigh myself. I was like, so what does me checking my weight has to do with the scorpion bite I have?
Yes. Yes.
He said it has everything to do with
It
I said,
has.
no problem. And then I was told to pay for card 10,800 naira before treatment will commence. Anything could have gone wrong. I would have died.
Yes.
Now I'm recounting this has taken 2 hours. I still had the venom in my at that point I was even weak already. Before the doctor, they had to go fetch the doctor from somewhere. He came with sleepy eyes to where I was and now looked at me, examined me, and then was tying the laws. But before he now eventually administered stuff to
Now,
my head.
this is why I said running away is not the solution.
Nah, we'll run away.
Because now you're here complaining that someone was sleeping. Do you know why they were sleeping? Maybe some of them have been on duty since morning.
Okay.
Okay? And many of us have also dived into certain areas of employment, so just to meet up. Let me use the word meet up with financial capabilities. Okay? So when we japa, when we leave the country, when good hands leave the country, there's shortage of labor.
I know that here.
Now, when there's shortage of labor, productivity becomes reduced. This is why you were affected. If we had enough doctors around, there would be what we call shifting times. Maybe the morning shift, the afternoon shift, the evening. They are on calls and these different at times of the day.
But who do we blame for shortage of doctors?
We're not now. Yes, we have the bad governance to talk about.
Okay.
We have the corruption to talk about.
Okay.
We have the inflation on the economic sector of the country, and then we have poor educational facilities.
Okay.
Actually, the reason why most of them are Japari, some went through school, some had to get admission outside the
Over
country
there,
to get good academic exposure, and then and qualifications as well. Because even right now, academic sector is actually diminished to the
Really,
point
yeah.
that even when you graduate, they question your academic.
Yes.
Okay, look at the secondary school now. I had a daughter living with me, and for her, education, the WAEC examinations was nothing. Hence, they will assist them in schools to write their exams. Nobody is thinking of research, reading.
Back in the day,
So that's the problem. And we are graduating these ones tomorrow as future leaders.
that's not tomorrow.
Imagine if a doctor is using foreign this thing in his exam, and tomorrow he opens your tummy and forgets the scissors. It's disastrous.
Some time ago, we had a popular hospital in Owerri. I would love to shield their names for some reasons. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a case where doctors were watching YouTube to
Learn.
conduct surgery, not learn to conduct surgery on a
Wow.
pregnant woman.
Wow.
Just all over the news. Yeah, they had YouTube open and they were learning how to conduct surgery.
Wow.
Now, these are the issues here. Now, are we going to say nobody should go? The fact that I want to go is to better myself because I've seen that I cannot change this country for the better. Now, for those of you that has the willpower to change the country, my goodness, carry on by all means. But for myself and I'm not sure I can continue. Now, would you blame me? No, you would not. Why?
I
Because
will-
the system
I will
has
blame
failed.
you. I will
No,
blame
you
you.
would not. Because I've tried. Okay, in my
Bro,
field,
okay. Where are
in
you?
my field, I work on radio. Yeah, I work on radio, and we see a lot of. Okay, let me come down here. In Imo State, the remuneration level in Imo State is quite low
Yes.
compared to other states.
Yes.
And now you're expected to triple your labor like someone that is in Lagos.
That is the problem I am saying. When people are going out, the labor is getting reduced. And that's that triple level because there is no other hands available to handle that job at part time.
I'm
Ma-
not being paid for my services.
please.
like
That
I
is
should.
the problem.
Wait,
That's
Okay,
the
why not go to
problem.
where I'll be paid well?
Oh yeah, if all of us should leave. I'm a licensed surveyor.
Okay.
Let's go. She goes, you go.
Okay.
Who is going to be here?
By the look, by the grace of God, God will raise men to be here.
No.
But you said
You are
something.
that person God is raising. You are the Nehemiah he's raising.
Mike, you said something. You said something concerning we staying to better the country, right?
Yes.
What if moving out of the country is another way of getting more knowledge? Like you said something. You said something concerning medical doctors who enter the theater and they perform surgery
through watching
YouTube.
the YouTube.
So don't you think that if they go outside the country, they could get more knowledge? Now there was a segment in our show where we were discussing something this similar, right? We're talking about educational system in the country, right? And then whereby students are not given the opportunity to practicalize what they learn in school.
Yeah.
So now who is to blame for all these things?
No, they practicalize.
Okay.
First of all, I'm saying this on national television, yeah. Most university students, just yesterday, 5,467 law students were called to bar yesterday. And I can tell you for a fact,
And some will be called more today.
out of those 5,000, we can only have a handful that actually knows
what the system is talking about.
Yeah. A lot of times I meet with, young students at 200 level, 300 level, and I'm asking them, what is news? You will find out a 400 level student doesn't even know what is news, which is the basic should have been taught in 100 level. Am I going to blame the student? Well, I will blame them, but I'll blame the school. Now, a lot of our schools don't even do practicals no more.
Yeah.
They just teach them theory, and then the remaining ones is vibes and inshallah.
Yeah.
And I'm expected to go learn, and then we push these people out. Let me ask you a question. You mentioned going out of the country, doctors going out. If you are in a working system where you want to go out, your security is guaranteed. If you want to get anything, you get access. My mortgage, there's a way to pan my mortgage. It doesn't affect me. I'm not scared of, if I go to the hospital, I'm attended to on time. If I go to the supermarket, there's no fear of whatever. Would you want to come back home? Where at first, when you get to the airport, where you are accosted by people telling you, sir, anything for the boy.
Exactly.
I was on the road at a particular wherry going up around 4 o'clock at night from somewhere. I met a policeman on the road, a grown guy like myself, telling me, Alpha, I need money to buy bread for my family. I said, did I marry the wife for you? I told him, did I marry the wife for you? Do you know what I have a wife at home? She said, he has to detain me on points that until I give him something.
It is at this point that we now know that one of the major factors for Japa is bad governance.
Exactly.
And if we Nigerians can sit and have one mind, the problem is that most of us are selling our future for a penny.
Who is the bad governance?
It's still you and I, yo.
Exactly. That's
a university student yesterday because the hostel mistress refused to give her the spare key to go into her room
for
where she had an insulin shot.
Yes.
She died.
Of course.
Now, and we keep blaming the government.
No, it's not the government we are blaming. It's not them per se. But really, power is not even in our hands. You and I can make some policy implementations.
We know that, yeah.
Good. But at the grassroots level, where we are, we all are representatives of one institution or the other. As I'm here, I'm representing the Association of Private Practicing Surveyors in Nigeria, and also representing the body of Nigerian Institution of Surveyors as a whole, and the regulatory body, which is Surveyors Council of Nigeria. And everybody can stumble on this video, and they are watching. Now, this at your own level, the grassroots level, how well are you handling your leadership? Are you okay? So why I'm saying bad governance is this, because if the government who make policies are implementing them effectively and ensuring set up structures to ensure that these policies are well implemented, there won't be any reason for someone to think of going out. Because when we go out, we are helping those other countries develop.
Obviously, yeah.
Are you aware?
Yeah.
We are helping the intellectual capacity. Some of us are in their various education teaching. Some are in hospitals assisting and even carrying out medical surgeries and all that. I know of, I think one Igbo doctor like that sometime in US. He's well celebrated, and he's a citizen of the US. Instead of him coming back home to help,
Why would you come back?
that's the
I
problem.
mean, one of the best doctors in the
Even-
world, they are Nigerians.
Yes.
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 They are Nigerians.
yes.
And again, we have the issue of insecurity. The problem is bad governance and insecurity. If we can handle these two sectors properly, then there is a tendency of someone, staying back. The second reason is insecurity, okay? And the reason why I would want to Japan is because of these two reasons: the bad governance and insecurity.
Okay.
If insecurity has really affected so many things, the loss of lives, even our means of livelihood. There are areas I cannot go and run survey in as far as Imo State is concerned. But we to go there, we must get a security person heavily armed to the teeth so that we can do our job without any interruptions whatsoever. And bad governance, many of us will have really lost hope on the governance of this country. And that is what is making Nigerians to leave. Because many people are not thinking about the future. We put governance in the wrong hands. Who don't have their heart of the nation at their interest. It's all about their stomach infrastructure. The stomach infrastructure of their children and their future. It's not about you and I.
Yes.
If this governance are in the right hands, because Bible said, when the righteous is on the throne, the people rejoice. But the wicked is on the throne, there is trouble.
Do you know about
Yes,
this? Do you know about this? This is your last word, the average person now. Just let the average person enter into any position like a councillor. That's the about it is. Everyone now wants a piece of the national cake.
Yes.
So it's now a recurring problems that does not have any ending to it.
Yes,
Now, when
because-
are we going to end it? How does it end?
Because why it's like that is that they are seeing it as, hence nobody wants to change.
Yes,
Ayame
let's
will
continue
destroy our
with what
Yes.
is economy.
The truth is, if we destroy the country, the future of our children is crying.
Okay, ma. Let's hold it there. Let's go on a short break. I will be back shortly. Thank you. Welcome back, viewers, and it has been a wonderful time on the show. So let's continue from where we stopped. Remember, the topic of discussion is from Japa to survival. Why young Nigerians are giving up on the system. So, sir, I would like to ask you this question, right? Now, what are the emotional and mental struggles you've had? Why? Because you are a strong believer of Japa.
Okay.
Yes. So, what are the emotional and intellectual struggles you've had with the country so far?
I will try to be a little bit less on that. Let me come down a little bit.
Mm.
Okay, to the area of yes, I know we've been on security, bad governance, and everything since here. But now let me come another angle of the area of relationship
Okay.
amongst people. Now, one of the reasons why I strongly advocate for people finding greener pastures is you meet a whole new set of people that you've not met before, and the reception is different. You're laughing. The reception is different. Now I'm trying to build my case for you now. Let's come to interpersonal relationship between man and woman. Now you see a lot of men are coming out to say it's not better we go out and date foreign women. Why? Because they seem to view life in another angle, from what the Nigerian woman view it as. Okay, I'm going somewhere here. Just be with me, just be with me. I know she's trying to laugh.
You're paying attention. Just
Okay.
continue.
So yeah. Why? Because when you date a foreign woman, yeah, you are not saddled with responsibility of, oh, I need money for this, I need money for that,
Wow.
and this and that.
So
Okay.
So let me clear it from there. Now you said emotional and other kind of this. I have to quickly point that one out so that you know why a lot of people are happy about Japan and stuff. And emotionally, yeah, in my day-to-day dealings with people, discover that the economy has made a lot of persons not to be nice. People are now very apprehensive towards each other.
and
I,
very frustrating.
yes, normally something that should not be anything
Becomes
and I'm like, yo, this is not a way. Let me give you an example. A client came to my office, wanted to, we had an agreement for, jingles and stuff.
yeah.
So it was time for payment. He said, okay, let me just step outside and get money for you. So I said, okay, let me accompany to get the money. Now, he was charged 600 naira for a certain amount of money. And this person that he was trying to withdraw from is a friend of mine that I know. He took offense that I don't like the way he's nodding his head at me. I'm like, he's telling you that he can't go less than 600. You said 500. The guy said no. He left angrily. I didn't say what I was just behind him. He went elsewhere. The elsewhere we went to, they called it for him 800.
Wow.
He was saying, madam, but I want to see what will happen. The woman said 600. I said, okay, bring it. I said, but this guy
person.
told you can't collect 600. You left and went there. Now, the economy has made a lot of persons to be emotionally unstable.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Most people don't even know how to articulate their thoughts anymore.
Yeah.
At some point, you don't even know what you are feeling at the moment. A lot of persons doesn't know. Just give someone that is arguing, just give the person food. Give the person money. The testimony will change. I'm telling you, the
Yes.
testimony will change. Give them money, give them food. You'll be like, okay, I can see clearly now. Hey, what were you saying before? You somebody, I thought you were, so you can see that a whole lot. That is why people want to go to a sane country where they feel the system is working. I get paid my money's worth, and I'm able to live my life how I want to live my life. And nobody is apprehending me, or nobody is being apprehensive towards me. But here, ordinary good boys that can cause issue with somebody. What is good about the money? I'm just giving you good money. Is there anything good about it? I mean, you don't want that. Did you see me in your dream? So these are some of the issues, the things that we just have to face on daily basis. Why? Because the economy is down and everybody's not looking for a way out. That's how I say a lot of persons go to the Sahara Desert, go to different routes just to leave the country. And they end up dying.
Okay.
Some dies in the process.
Yes.
Now, wait, I want to ask you this question. Are you, with all those you've said so far, but are you still hopeful with change in Nigeria? Do you think that there will be a big change in Nigeria?
Come 2027, yeah, I want to believe the change will happen in Nigeria. Trust me, I am hoping for the change.
Okay.
Trust me, I told my friend, I'm definitely voting, and I'm going to stick by that vote.
So that means you didn't vote last time.
Well,
You see.
well, I did not.
You are part of the problem.
No. What? You will ask me why I did not vote.
Why
did you vote?
Countless amount of times we've been voting and nothing has been happening.
So what if your vote would have made a difference? But let's not
My
go
one
into
vote
politics
made
right
a
now.
difference.
It could have at least.
Yes, to
Imagine how many of
an extent.
No,
Yes.
don't worry. This 2027, we are in it together. Okay.
That is if you don't Japa before us.
Yeah. No, even if I do, I will come back and vote.
Okay.
I'm telling you here on this platform.
But
I'm
really,
definitely voting.
if I am not against Japa, okay, especially when it's for personal development, also, and when it's for academic pursuits and other pursuits that will improve human lives and the growth of the nation. Get it there, come here and develop it. There's a say when I'm traveling, I think somewhere around Port Harcourt, there's sometimes you see on a billboard Akurulo. That Akurulo necessarily doesn't mean wealth should get to the home. The academic, the intellectual, this thing you gather from outside there, bring it home and let's use it to raise and develop our country. If your main reason of Japa is to go for these pursuits, please get them. They are good. Bring it here. and help develop our people.
Okay, how about bringing it here and we have people try to sabotage?
That's
you
the
bringing it here?
problem. That's why I say we are still talking on based on leadership.
No. I'm not saying leadership now. I'm here. I'm there abroad. I'm
Mm.
sending money here. I want to build an hospital, and then I come
Come
back
back,
after
and that
5 years,
is,
and
and
I'm
there's
asking,
no
where is my
hospital.
land?
That's
There's
the
no hospital.
problem. That's that same governance we talked about, you and I, at the
Okay.
grassroots
Okay.
level, which
Okay.
is starting from, it's really hurting. Because if we tackle this issue of governance in every level it is, no matter how little, a lot will be curbed. The corruption here will reduce. You see someone in a little local government election is my brother. If he enters there, I have the reason why you're voting him is because he's your brother. Not that he has the capacity to
Not to
lead.
do anything
Yes.
at all.
Not that he has the capacity to bring out the local government
It's terrible.
out of their darkness. Not that he has the capacity to, improve that local government area, and maybe that those who are outside the country, the diaspora, can come back and there are good roads. There are light, there's power supply, there's transport, a lot of infrastructure that has been raised up. You see it. If we can cope this aspect, if we can handle this issue, that the reason why I'm voting is not because it's my sister that is running for the election. That when she becomes the governor of Imo State, I have, in fact, I have one parastatal to my name. I have one road tied to my name. No, it's not about we. It's not about self. It's about the interest of other people. If she doesn't have the interest of people at heart, she should not be there. Even if she's my sister, she should be there.
Okay.
But someone will say, it's because it not be you, it's not you that your sister has come in, or it's not you that your brother is on the seat. It's not true. It's not true. Let's face it real hard.
Okay, Madam Presenter, if I give you an opportunity to go to Japan and I'm willing to pay you 500k Nigeria every month, which would you choose?
I would definitely love to go to Japa.
That's end of story.
But then, like you say,
First question.
okay, okay, no problem.
You would like she would like to go to Japan and earn 500k.
No. I'm saying if I give her an
The
opportunity to go
opportunity,
to Japan,
yes.
or I pay 500k every month, which would you choose?
Now, why she's choosing that is maybe she wants to go and update herself. She may enroll in certain institutions.
For the fact that you're not even taking up 500k, because 500k now
Because
is like nothing.
apart from that, everything is all about money. Everything is not about money. There are this personal development, this reason why you went for that pursuit.
Yeah.
Okay, if you give me an opportunity to go to London, I will take it. Why I will take it is I will enroll in certain institutions to improve myself in my area of field and any other area.
And what is the end result of that?
When you come back, you use it. You can use it to improve lives and as well earn money from it. Of course, for every value you give, you must be rewarded.
That's what I'm saying. We are still earning money.
No, we'll earn the money, but
Okay.
most of us who went there,
Okay,
they're just about the money. It's not even about the value.
obviously.
But there are a lot of factors that people, like I said earlier, we're talking about the insecurity. Now you mentioned something concerning insecurity. If there was a security, if our security is strong,
Yes.
people won't leave, right?
Yes.
But now looking at the security challenges we have in the country,
That's why I
right?
say that's why they are
Education
leaving.
now, in education aspects, is nothing to write home about.
Of course.
Now there was a case, I think one of the very known activists, VDM, right? He was celebrating yesterday that after the protest that he had with the school children, after how many months of being at home, right? And the children were now called back to school, and he was jubilating about it. But this is supposed to be something that shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, the
Now,
insecurity is
you say
affecting.
yes, insecurity. Now let's come down to ourselves, right? Let's say we are the government. You, like you said, you and I are the government. Looking at the government, you and I, like the story he mentioned earlier, people are not even helping themselves. But then when you go outside, you people are at least they come passionate about helping others. You understand?
Because the environment, that's why I say bad governance, it's centered on so many things. The environment is creating, people are now agitated over little thing, small help. Even nobody wants to help people now. It's very difficult getting someone to help you genuinely.
No, you
without-
can't blame government for that, because I mean, I help you, and I don't
No, we really can't blame. But what I'm saying is that the environment that it has given us
Okay.
has added to it. It's not about, like, you can look at a child that grew up in ghetto and a child that grew up in the town. They can't have the same
Yes.
reasoning, because everything about a ghetto life is survival. Any small slightest opportunity, survival first to them before others. But the one in the town is not that way. That's why I said, if that environment was created for everybody, not to certain kinds of people, the gap is so far that if you're not in this kind, you are in that average.
Currently, we don't have the rich middle class and all of
Is
that.
now is either the rich or you're
There
poor.
is something. There is a
The gap
saying.
is
There
very
is
wide.
this saying that goes that if you can survive in Nigeria, Nigeria is the ghetto itself.
Yes.
That if you can survive in Nigeria, you can survive anywhere in the world.
Yes.
So why can't the people have fought? We have been under that pressure. Then let's go out and make money. That's
Where
the
do you want
Japa
to-
everybody.
where
That
do you
is,
want
they
to
are
make the
after
money?
the
It's
money.
outside the country,
Nigeria.
right?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying now. The way you survive down here in Nigeria, you suffered all the everything, the bad government, the
The
corruption,
insecurity.
the everything, the lack of educational system that is poor, and the rest of it. So now go outside the country, you get better.
Yeah.
Is it
Who
now?
wouldn't
So
want to go? We all want to go. I mean, just like, okay, look at, if you want to travel now to Canada, okay, just today,
Mm.
today, the US has issued a new ultimatum that
yes.
visas are no longer the way it used to be.
Mm.
Now, a young person from 15 to 45, I think their visas are now 3 months and thereabouts, and it's just every 3 months now. From 45 upwards, if you want to apply for visa in the US, you must present a bank balance of $10,000.
Wow.
A
Because-
bank balance.
because they-
UAE now doesn't even offer visas anymore.
To
for now.
Yes,
Nigerians, yes,
yes.
I'm aware.
So I mean, and now Nigerian government is now, they are pleading to UAE to look into the case in the issue in the case of corporate social responsibility. Like it's a mutual something. It should not be mutual. So that they should be diplomatic. Nigerian government is now telling those countries to be diplomatic in them dealing with us, the citizens. Even UK also is doing that right now, issuing 3-month visas to people now. I mean, where are we going to?
Let's handle our insecurity. People will not go.
Ma, if you're in the position of power, what will you do? If you are in position of power and you see all these things that are going on right now and people are leaving the country, what will you do?
The first thing is insecurity and corruption. Dealing with it. These two things.
How do you plan on dealing with it? In one word, how do you plan on dealing with corruption?
See, corruption has really eaten so deep in Nigeria, so deep that even at the grassroots level, there's so much corruption. I just stumbled on a video the other day about an orphanage home. Items that are brought to the
Yes.
orphan. I don't know if
And-
someone saw that.
That's
Yes,
sometimes,
I
yeah.
say.
That people who were kept in custody of these children were taking them home.
Yes.
And someone was saying, this thing you're doing is not fair, it's not right, this is not good.
And the
They
woman
do-
was very less
And the
concerned.
woman was less concerned. You could see the
A family first.
that will the children finish all this? And the lady was like, yes, they will finish it. It was good for them, they will finish it.
Leave orphanage home. Schools.
Hmm.
Isn't that something?
Even
Right,
hostels. Even
Some
hostels
teachers eat the food.
of their
Yes, of their students.
Even
Israel, this
hostels.
one's annoys me.
Even hostels, some students are bullying their fellow students, eating their food. Now, if we can set up structures
Okay.
who are going to enforce the implementation of the right thing be done
From the corrupt people
from
also.
the not from grassroots. Let's start from the grassroots and move to our level.
I thought you agreed that those are the corruption has eaten deep. So
It has
you
eaten
pick from
food-
the already corrupted ones.
Not
to put in
no,
the structure.
we'll start from creating awareness
Okay.
in our school,
Okay.
telling them and teaching them what is the property. Because right now, survival is what they're teaching the young ones now.
Yeah.
Everyone that is graduating from secondary school now is thinking of making money, how to survive, how to go and make it big and become and come back home and tell me that mommy, I have done it well. No, let's tell them that it's not all about money. Everything is not about money. Create the awareness to get value. That value pays. When you give it out, you get reward for it.
Definitely.
However you do it, create that awareness. Set up structures at grassroots levels in every way and every office, no matter how little. And also appreciate every effort of these people. There are people who have served in the civil service and served
donkey years.
diligently that have not been rewarded by the federal government. When these things are put in place, it has a way of encouraging hearts that if this person was rewarded because he did, if I can do this, I can get to then improve the pay of civil service, improve their comfort, the workforce, as in how they work, the environment where they work. Because some offices when you go, you weep, you weep. Let them give them a good conducive environment. These things help. When somebody is working from an AC room than someone who is working from where there's no even fan, or fan is even the fan itself cannot even move left and right, it's stationed one side. There's a way the services he renders are the one that is AC.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Even the way they'll be talking to you, sef, when you come, they'll be like, ma, as in they'll be calm, but the one that will be, shift. I mean, it's a terrible
Yes,
situation.
yes,
Let
yes.
them handle these issues. And then
Yeah.
this insecurity is really eating deep.
It has.
It is there's shortage of food. Tomatoes now in the market is terrible. And you just see the price, the cost of food is rising up by the day, and there's no assurance of it going down.
So
Yeah, yeah.
So if we can curb this issue, that if we have foreign experts who really wants to assist in that of the insecurity, let the federal government take that over
Yes.
and
Okay.
go into the bush, fish them out, handle. What is it? Are they fighting for a cause? What is their cause? Listen to them and sort it out.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. So, sir, what about you? If you're in the position of power, what would you do? Briefly.
if I was in position of power, what would I do? Well,
You will
basically,
go to Japa.
I think first of all, put out everyone in service,
Hmm.
every head of government currently, put them all out. Yes, put them. I mean, during the time of Ijab and what's it called, and Buhari, when Buhari was still the head of states, and we had Ijab, there was discipline in the country. There was people were well disciplined. Like you can't do anyhow. Why? Because the government then they go around checkmating people, but it's no longer the same. You understand? So it's first of all look inwards. We have what it takes. I mean, look at how many trillions is being milked in Nigeria, yet we are still standing. That's to tell you the amount of money in this country.
Yes.
I mean, we've had cases where monkeys swallow money, snake
Snake,
made away with
rats.
money, rats stop this one, and yet we are still standing.
Yeah.
We have money. Look, just before I came here, I saw the news where it said 500% of France's wealth comes from, is it 25 African countries?
And Nigeria will be one of them.
African countries. That is to say, we have money
Hmm.
in Africa. In Africa, we have money. But if we decide to cut off from these European countries, I mean, they will feel it.
Yeah.
So basically, we just need to, the change starts from us, first of all, from individual, myself, you. How do you treat those around you? How do you treat the younger ones? How do you treat your subordinates? It starts by you paying.
Yes.
You know this 20K is not enough for your worker.
Yes.
Yet you are still owing them over 2 weeks
Yes.
into a new month. I mean, it's
Yes.
unfair. These are the issues. It's a whole lot.
Hmm.
You know 20K, you're paying 30K for what? And you will still demand their life on the job. For 30,000 naira is not enough to even feed a young guy. Like someone like myself, I don't cook food at home. I buy food outside.
And again, also to create awareness that people should, move further to improve themselves. Because when you prove yourself in other areas of study, you create room for employment.
Yeah.
Because the reason again why people are going out is because of lack of unemployment. A lot of graduates every year are coming out of our institutions, but none
No job.
is certified of any job.
Yes.
In fact, getting a job, I think there was an advertisement about, is it immigrations or so, one of these
Yeah.
government is about to start their enrollment. You will be shocked now that over 5,000 young Nigerian youths is going to apply for those jobs. But the rest assured that the people who are already taking for that job is sitting
They're already
The
there.
highest employer of labor in Nigeria is Dangote. How many persons are there? Just 20,000 people.
and it's
He is
not
the
enough.
highest employer of labor.
And
in
it's
a
not
country
enough.
we have over 250 million people.
And it's not enough.
Highest is Dangote Group.
That is why I am now. This is also bringing me back to what my last statement before we all close is this. Please, my advice to parents, guardians, uncles, aunties outside there is this: that if you have a child at whatever level, please, at the time they are finishing up from secondary school, engage them in skill acquisition. Get any skill whatsoever.
True.
The way this country is now, going to school from as in what you study in the university is not enough to keep you. It's not enough to protect your future. It's not enough to assure that your tomorrow is safe. Get a skill acquisition. It's a thing that I have started. It's something I'm already doing to other people. I tell them, go and learn a skill. Is it making of hair? Whatever it is. Tomorrow, because it's only those who studied professional courses, even the professional courses is still not enough. Mine is a professional course. Engineering is, medical medicine is, law is. But look at, he just mentioned 5,000, over 5,000 was called to buy yesterday, and there's still more that's going to be called, and there is going to be people in the market, lawyers. So get a skill acquisition. Is it in the tech? Add it to what you studied in the university. It's also going to create, because you open your own institution. A client of mine told, I was like, I've not heard from you from years. He said he has been busy on a project, CBT program. Now, that CBT program, he's going to employ people.
Yeah.
That's a very good project
Okay.
where people will write exams, jam, maybe WIC, because WIC is now going to be very soon online. It will no longer be as it is before. So there will be room for CBT centers. This is another way of creating employment.
Yeah.
Make people get updated every now and then. Don't rely on what you studied. You did political science. Please move ahead. You can go further. You can manage a land. You can manage a project for a company, a multinational company. You can do things. Learn. Is it whatever it is? Go and learn a skill. Learn something. Move outside your area of specialization. Move. Information is key. When you're informed, you can't be deformed. And there is a tendency that you can improve that nation in your own little way.
Okay,
Thank
Ma.
you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much, sir. It has been a very wonderful time in the studio today. Now, viewers out there, you all, the ball is now in your court, whatever you decide is for you to know. That's very wonderful. So now follow us on our our Facebook page at Official Serenity TV. The same thing on our YouTube platform and our TikTok platform and Instagram. So do well to follow us and drop your comments down below. Thank you very much.